Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
The ball carrier.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 9. First down, Arizona. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Murray a give. This is Drake.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The tackle made just shy of midfield.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And some room to roam now. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
Quez Watkins, the intended target.
So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 39, Wentz. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Working from the gun, Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
10 at the 20-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Being chased out left. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down now, it's Drake. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
4 yards on the...
He did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Eagles nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now it's Peterson.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Complete to Christian.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
The Eagles' 30-yard line.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 18-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
DeAndre Hopkins, once again, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Now a handoff for Drake. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. To throw is Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he is out of bounds here. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
4 yards.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Eagles nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. Able to spin free. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
To Jalen Rager.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Right there, 54.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Eagles nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. The final shot before half for Wentz.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up fourth down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On the return is Peterson. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Murray. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Able to get there and pick it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
right back to Drake. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and
on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Murray. It's complete to Drake. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Down the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
46-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Drake. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yards.
Yeah, that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brings up second.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. That interception, maybe the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And his throw here's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
leads to second and goal.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Simmons on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Wentz eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first is Wentz. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
On first down, Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Is a turnover on down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Second and 6.
The 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited till the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Drake, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Push him back.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line.
Complete.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout.
17 yards.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. 65, 65. Hey, Rip 5-2, I'm here. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Here. I got one. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right over there.
On play action, Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's fourth down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 30. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Today's